off. Today is day 319 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on, and I believe, fingers crossed, finishing up the final section or a component of the random user generator. Now, first things first, we're going to be tackling the last two extra credit things. I don't know how well it's going to go. By Steven's standards, mine and mine alone, I'm actually quite pleased with how our current project is set up and functioning. But this is the extra credit stuff, so we're going to try and accommodate it. We're going to give it our best shot, but pending how it goes, if it ends in tears, we may just sort of leave it as is, clean it back up. This is what we're shooting for. Once again, click on any of the different request calls and it updates. When we click it, there's the fun kind of fade in transition, dissolve, fade, whatever you want to call it. So there's that. And then there is also the generated in however many seconds. So those are the last two components. Aside from that, here's our project. Copy. Good. Ta-da! We've got our random user generator, title, username and blah, generate new user with XHR, fetch, blah, and blah, Axios and jQuery. So, the thing that we're trying to piece together is the time at the bottom. I think I'd prefer... I know adding in the animation, the transition would be easier, but out of the two, I think I'd rather try and figure out the load time over the transition. But that could just be because I'm crazy. So, we started tinkering with trying to figure out how to pull off the load time stuff yesterday, and we are console logging. We need to have our developer window open, not Atom, in Chrome, view, developer, JavaScript. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and reset that, and we will do the following. 1 and 2. So one of the recommendations we found was find or utilize window performance. And apparently there's a whole timing section. And we can figure out when the DOM content loaded minus when it started, and we can do the time difference. So we have the big, let's go ahead and run this. Save. Refresh. See, we've got all the milliseconds since the dawn of time, or at least the dawn of 1970. We need to take this somehow and shimmy it into something that's very similar to this noise. I just don't remember what exactly happened and how we got it to work. I mean, here I recall, and we ended up changing it so it was the actual date. The date ended up looking something like... I think it was along the lines of Sunday... Well, when we did it, it was Sunday... We'll call it the 24th of March. Maybe it was just Maybe it was all of March. And then the year, 2017, blah, blah, blah. I know it wasn't March when we did it, but still, just visualization purposes. So we have this, like, string, and we were replacing dashes and whatnot, and a bunch of other crap. And then something about 1970. We ended up focusing on just the year. We had, I think it was some scary millisecond breakdown. We ended up sectioning it out based off of whatever it needed to be and converting it. Were there hyphens involved? Things got changed. Look, it was late and it was scary and it was just everything was tragic. I don't know. It was along the lines of that. Point is that we need to continue back down that path, and I feel like we're freakishly close because we have, this does make sense. I just need to have a better understanding of converting. Maybe the internet will know what to do. Maybe we can Google this. Hold on. It was, what was it called? Date time. Script. Oh, this isn't gonna go well. This is bad. This is bad. Demystifying date time. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Maybe. I don't know. I'm hopeful. Wishful thinking. Software developer, you can't run away from date time manipulation. Almost every app developer builds. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, we're good with time zones. That's not our issue. Standardizing the time. Date time, very specific point in time. Yeah, UTC, blah, blah, blah. Typical. Where is 1970? Command F, 1970. Perfect. There we go. Now, getting the current timestamp. Instead, you want to check the current timestamp. You can create a new date object using the getTime method. In JavaScript, a timestamp is the number of milliseconds that have passed since January 1st, 1970. If you don't intend to support anything less than IE8, you can use date.now. Alright. Parsing a date. New date. Blah, 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 blah. Note that you don't need to include the day of the week because JavaScript can determine the day of the week for any date. Okay, cool. You can also pass in the year, month, day, hour, so we can feed it something? Is that what they're trying to tell me? How do I reverse the milliseconds? Formatting. There's got to be a reversing of it. This seems mostly thorough, which is kind of good. Changing the date format. No. We're losing them. Damn it. It's gonna go behind the dark side of the moon and we're gonna lose all contact. Those bastards. Specify year, month, date, blah, 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 blah. Converting milliseconds passed. Converting milliseconds to milliseconds past. Did I type past? What was proceed? What the? No, not proceed. Converting milliseconds to minutes and seconds. Exactly. Exactly. Beautiful. Beautiful. Out and standing. Now, continuing on. Oh, God, this is stressful. SoundCloud APIs give the duration of its tracks as milliseconds. Really? Duration. Guess I never really noticed. Tried many functions. Here's to no avail. Here's one that I got close. Blankety blankety blah. With blank blank blank. Math.floor milliseconds. Fix. Return minutes. Seconds. Yeah, I guess that works. But I don't think that's exactly what we want. There's probably a way better way to get this done. Blank, 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 blank. It's not just basic conversion, is it? No. No, no, no. That's not our issue. Because we have to somehow subtract 1970. At least I think we do, because that's what we did last time. That's what we did last time. What was date of birth? Date of birth was something. Date of birth split. It was the date. It was the date and the time. And we replaced the hyphens with slashes. And we compared it to the date now. It was in the same format. Pass.getTime. And I think that did the time difference. And what is the date of the time difference? Then we pulled the year. Minus 70. No, 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 no. Oh god, this is just awful. Where it all falls apart. Hold the phone. Wait a tick. Milliseconds. Times it by 1,000. Round down. New date milliseconds. Yes, yes, good, good. Console log this. This guy wins. Let's invite him to the party. Or her. We don't actually know. There's no username tied to it. Not that would really help us. So we just want seconds. Although it could be minutes and seconds, but really just seconds. Copy. I wonder if it's problematic. My concern is the fact that it's the 1970 thing. That is haunting us. No, it's not haunting anyone. It's in my mind. 1970 doesn't matter. We click on this. 24 something's happened. And minus. Why does it have to be negative? Why does it have to be negative? When we click on it again, wait a tick. No, it doesn't change. Something's different. That's crazy talk. First of all, we need to put this somewhere else. We need to put this within each request. Yeah. That's for the page itself. Cut. None of this is okay. None of this makes sense. 1 and 2. Cloud, JavaScript nonsense. Converting milliseconds to date, time, get time. Yeah, returns a number like this. Is there a way to convert it to a more readable blah 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 blah? So basically, I'm looking for the JavaScript equivalent of PHP's date function. Time, new date, get time. Variable, new time, alert. Wait. Time is the current date and get time. Okay. That's just the base level. That's time. Then we're setting date, which is a new date with time inside of it. And we're alerting this. Do a string, blankety blankety blank, and we want the second difference. Custom formatting for your date. I offer a simple function for it. Huh. Well, that's kind of cool. Neat. So here's the code. Oh, interesting. This code isn't copyright. Wait, this code is copyrighted by Gavin Kinster. Okay. It is covered under the license viewable blah. Variable blah 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 blah. If blankety blank. Below is a snippet to enable how to time. No. Time how long a window takes to load. JavaScript. Calculating page load time. We're chasing our tail now. We're going in circles. I just must not be connecting the dots. Navigation timing API. Speed up your load times by not waiting for document ready. That sounds dangerous. Close that. Let's still take this. Dum 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 dum. You know what I realized? I didn't even add in that cut. I was thinking of setting this inside our function display user results and fetch blah 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 display user. Doesn't that seem wrong though and crazy? Even just the slightest bit crazy? Just seems odd. Comment that out. Let's copy that. Drop that in. Who knows if we'll need that. Save, save, save. Back into our pit of confusion. Refresh. Does anything happen? Nothing happen. Why does nothing happen? Load time window perform. Let's... I don't think that's going to solve any of our problems. Navigation Timing API provides data that can be used to measure the performance of a website, unlike JavaScript-based libraries that have historically been used to collect similar information. The Navigation Timing API can be much more accurate. Navigation Timing Level 1, Level 2, Concepts and Usage. You can use Navigation Timing API to gather performance data on the client side, which you can transmit over a server using XHR or other techniques. Also, the API lets you measure the data that was previously difficult to obtain, such as the amount of time needed to unload the previous page, how long domain lookups take, and the total time spent executing the Windows load handler, and so forth. Okay. Good, good. So, performance, window performance, property returns a performance object with an interface defined by the high resolution time API, blankety blank, adding two properties, timing and navigation. Hey there, little kitty. What are you doing? Oh, look at you. Yeah, you're covered in fur. You're not disappointed, are you? What to do? Hey, tiny cat, tiny cat. No, no, no. Look at this. What's that? Wiggly fingers. Yeah, go do something. Calculate the total page load time. This is who I want to be down here. Okay, tiny cat. We have limited time. We're gonna need to move you. I know your face is itchy. I understand that. Itchy face is a real problem that cats have to deal with. And I know the media isn't covering it enough in the news, but they should be. So we're just going to have to keep dealing with this problem as a personal issue for now. So, look, what's that? Oh, get the fingers. Fingers. Follow the fingers. Be cat. Good cat. Little kitty. You're so smart. And itchy, but mostly smart. Okay. And determined and curious at all the wrong times. Just be furry over here for like 12 to 22 minutes, something like that. That would be awesome. All right, performance time value of timing objects. This type containing time information can provide insight into web page performance. Maybe we want performance timing. Is that the same thing as this? Performance timing? Performance navigate. Hey, cat. No, look at you. You're covered in fur. Be sleepy. Go back to napping. He's determined. Performance navigation, type used to return value of navigation, which contains information explaining the content. This just seems really similar to this. I think I didn't give this enough of a chance. 1, 2, 3. Copy, copy, copy. And we're pasting and we're Googling. Little kitty. Your fur is in my mouth. Damn you, quadruped. Awful. Yes. Navigation time. Good. This might be helpful. What the deuce? That's the same thing that we were just at. Aha! It is window performance timing. So I am the crazy person. Interesting. Okay, hold on. Then let's keep reading. And what was this? That was measuring paid load speeds within navigation timing, blah, 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 blah. How can I use it? Not supported in your browser. Date now, console log. The page took date now minus start. Yes. Good. I want to be that guy. Copy, copy, copy. Beautiful. But, oh, thank God. Okay, so hold on. Page took date now minus start. I wonder if I need to do more. Tab. Man, save. Hold on. Let me clear out the nonsense that I shimmied into the rest of this stuff. Wait a second. No, leave it. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great. Happy thoughts. Save. D. Going to this over here. Refresh, blah, blah, blah. Air uncut. Start is not defined. Your mother's not defined. Fair enough. It is a legitimate point. Okay. So if start isn't defined yet, we can get there. We can indeed get there. So we want to look for, maybe it's this start. Load end. And that. We're going to take this. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take this. Copy. Typical. And, date now minus a thing. Wait. Performance data. Window performance timing. Which is performance data load event end minus navigation start. Copy. Console. Log. We'll get there. We need to replace start with the proper thing. And this, I believe, is identical to what we had previously. In this, see? Oh, DOM content. Load event navigation. versus navigation start and blah, 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 blah. I don't think that's too critical. Let's not worry about that for now. Eventually, we're going to end up with something like this. So, comment out. Save, save, save. Okay. Even though we're chasing our tail, I think we're getting better at chasing our tail, which I don't know if that's a good thing, because that's being like, hey, we're getting better at getting confused. I mean, confusion usually leads to exploring and learning down the path. Son of a... It's that same goddamn number again. The negative 15 something or other. Let's look at the other one. How did he find the start? How can I use it? Blankety blank. Blah, 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 blah. Performance to see the property. Typical. Wait a second. JavaScript. Console. From the wrench menu at the top right of the Chrome window, press Ctrl-Shift-J or Command-Option-J on a Mac. Type in the word performance next to the prompt at the bottom of the window and press return. Click performance to see the properties of the object memory, navigation, timing. Click the arrow, blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 3. Team effort, cat. I love you, but we're gonna move you. Yeah, flying cat. There you go. So, use the API. Use the following. A better alternative to JavaScript date now. With the code at the end of the page like this. Using inline JavaScript to measure performance. JavaScript time is not accurate. What does this all mean? It means I'm sad. Window on load. Function set time. Function blah blah blah. Putting it all together. In the wild. Unlike timing tests that use the date object, Navigation Timing API can be used in ways that don't affect page load. Makes it extremely useful for measuring page load latency in the real world, rather than as tested by a developer using a development computer inside a corporate network. For example, XHR can be used to pass performance timing data to the host server every time a page is loaded or unloaded. This produces statistics in real time, but it isn't very efficient. Alternatively, timing data could be recorded in local storage for a subset of users for a subset of pages and periodically packaged and filed to the server. Wonder what would be best. You may want to try page speed test extension or Google Chrome. If I click this, is stuff going to happen? Typical. Alright, well, fascinating. It's the date. Date and the time, so they're still dealing just that. Let's go back. Oh, what to do. I just don't think we're gonna be able to pull it off. I don't think I'm that guy. I mean, I'm glad it's in the extra credit section. What does it all mean? Each performance timing attribute shows the time of navigation event such as when the page was requested, or load event, such as when the DOM began loading, measured in milliseconds since midnight of January 1st, 1997 UTC. A zero value means that an event such as secure connection start or redirect start did not occur. The meaning of these events is described within Microsoft's performance timing documentation, and more formally in the W3C recommendation, Internet Explorer, blah, 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 describing an API. So I need to set up or attach somehow another API call. What if I'm nowhere near the end of this? What to do? What to do? Okay. This is fine. This is good. This is great. We simply need to explain what start is. Oh, I missed the bit. In the past, web developers have used JavaScript date objects for timing metrics. A simple speed test might use code at the start of a web page like this, variable start date now, blah, which is start, remind me later, and then with code at the end of the page like this, console log, page load took, date now, the more updated time minus start is milliseconds. How fascinating. That's what it was. I missed a step. I missed a beat. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Happy Steven. Happy Steven. Okay. So that can be that variable. Variable start, date now, blah, 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 blah. But we want to console log this inside each of the requests. I think. Copy. And XHR will go here. Ta-da! B-diddy-dee-dee-dee-dee. And then this will go here. B-diddy-dee-dee-dee-do. Followed by B-diddy-dee-dee-dee-da. And lastly, B-diddy-dee-dee-do. Okay. When in Rome, something should happen. Let's just leave all the rest of this. Everything's gonna be great. Save, save, save. I realize it may not be 100% accurate. Still has to run through all this noise, but still, we should at least have some minor variation in time that is processed. Refresh. Page load took 0 milliseconds, followed by page load took 3.344 milliseconds. Pretty damn cool. Yeah, look at that. Now let's click XHR again. 1.6. Well, I say 1.6, I'm not sure. 16 something. Fetch occurred. Fetch didn't occur. Fetch got sad. Wow, 31. That one took a while. Axios. jQuery. Fetchity fetch. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That's hot. Let's go with that. So I forget. Millisecond, is it? What is the conversion? It's 1,000, right? Milliseconds. Seconds. Conversion. Okay, so we'll be that guy. Unless there's already a handy thing written for us. Double parse. Really? I want to convert milliseconds, for example, 15.1.5. With as much precision as possible. Double parse. 500 divided by 1,000. Point plus. Modulo isn't the best way of doing it. Surely, you just need seconds equals blank divided by that. There's no need to manually do two parts separately. You just need floating point arithmetic, which the use of 1,000 as a double literal forces. I'm assuming your millisecond value is an integer of some form. Note that the usual with a double, I've never seen double, I don't know what that is. You may not be able to represent the result exactly. Consider using big decimal if you want to represent 100 milliseconds to 0.1 seconds exactly. Given that it's a physical quantity of 100 milliseconds wouldn't be exact in the first place, a double is probably appropriate, but sure, yeah, but why not? Okay. Bitchin'. So, we need to divide it by 1,000 and call it a day. 1, right? 1 divided by 1,000. Oh god, oh god. Okay. I can't believe that we actually may have survived this whole fiasco. Yeah, cool. Just divide that by 1,000 and we're gonna be on our way. Hot damn, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder if we should now, let's revert back. Is it cool if we leave it in milliseconds or generate it in n seconds? See? Topher wants seconds. Although, n hyphen seconds? Maybe milliseconds is fine? No one knows what to do with milliseconds. That's weird. It's a strange reference point value. No one's, when I am talking with someone, I don't ask them how long it takes to get somewhere via milliseconds. How long is it from here to the nearest hotel? No one's ever responded with milliseconds as the quantity of time. So it's not helpful. Seconds, minutes, day-to-day references, those are good, those are useful. But we're going to do exactly that. We're going to do exactly that. Dum 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 dum. Where am I supposed to put this though? We can get rid of the console log because something. Can't remember what that something was. That gosh. Aha! I remember what it was. It was a thing. Is date now a string? I was gonna divide it by something. It's not a string. It is a string? It isn't a string. I don't know what's what. Okay, well, if it's a string... we'll worry about it later. Oh, dee 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 la da 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 dee 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 la da 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 da. Seconds. What if it's a... well, State now minus that. What should we do? Let's first set it up where we do document get element by ID equals text content. Each of these will no longer be the console log, but the new updated, that will be runtime, I believe, is its ID. Runtime. That seems good. Ta-da! Beep-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Copy. The rest of this noise is occurring down here. That was the console log. Like so. Okay. And we're almost set. This last one. I can't believe I made it out of this alive. Well, you know what? We spoke too soon. We spoke too soon. Save, save, save. Command save. Let's give this a shot. We should probably clear out the paragraph nonsense. User generated in. Comment that out. Save, 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 and refresh. Wrap. Runtime ID. Runtime. Document. Get element by ID. What is that? Run 9? Rut 9? Who? Why is it all we are plagued with typos? Ah, just awful. Okay, typos galore. Runtime. Save, save, save. Refresh. There we go. Ta-da, B-diddy-dee-dee-dee, XHR, and all that noise. We should add a... We had a space there. For when XHR loads, there's the spaces needed. We also need... the space afterwards. Here. Here, and lastly, here. Save, save, save. Refresh. Okay. Divided? No. No. Divided by 1,000. I wonder if that's actually going to make things worse. They had 1,000.0, so I want to have 1,000.0. My concern is that I need to set it in additional brackets. I don't think I can just have, like, the /1000 sitting there. I think that's just super awkward. Copy. You know, like another set of parentheses. Another set of parentheses never hurt anyone. Just saying. Could be a thing. Probably isn't. Maybe it could be. Okay, there's that. And lastly, is there a lastly? No. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Save, save, save. Here we go. Refresh. Unfreaking believable. I actually... Wait. No. That's not right. Why does it keep adding... Something's weird. It's growing in time. That's what it is. It's growing with each one. Isn't that the least bit concerning to anyone? We're counting upwards by the time it slowly takes to load each. See, the first one's decent, and it should just be seconds now, but it's not. We should set... It's not growing with each click. It's growing with this guy. When we first load the page, it timestamps it. Start. That's a bunch of BS. We don't want that. No, that's stupid. We want that at the beginning of each request. So we want it at the start of XHR. It runs the program, or it runs the request, goes through all its stuff, connects the dots, and then it updates it at the bottom with start down there getting divided by 1,000. Then again with each one, it's there at the start, and it's doing its thing, and it's a fresh call each time. That's what we need. Yeah, that's what we need. Okay. And the upside, even though we could do, like, I guess kind of a global variable scenario, even though we want to be housing it within each function, the upside to this is that it is also a clean start for each one, and the scope of each function will only, it'll contain it to the scope of each request. Yeah, that. So let's cut this. I can't believe we actually have made it this far. This is ridiculous. Start date now, XHR. Fetch. Start date now, and Axios. And start date now, and jQuery. Start date now. Okay. We can actually get rid of this. Let's... Ta-da! Save. And we can change it to seconds for each. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Save. Look at that. Alright. I think. Maybe this is wrong, but... At this point, who the hell cares? Save. Come on. Big money. Refresh. Click. Click, click. Holy shit, it's working. Oh my god, little kitty. She's napping in my lap. Hey, psst, wake up. No? Okay, she's napping. Celebration naps for everybody. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Da 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 dee 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 la da 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 dee 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 dee. Pretty cool. It's a little awesome. It's a little awesome. Ah, so great. Look at that. I didn't need to set up another API call or anything. Just out of the box, those two. Fascinating. So date now, which is the start, and then you just do date now minus that again. Wow. That's so awesome. It's just right there. So straightforward. I didn't know even where to begin, but that's where we want to be. If anyone's curious, html5rocks.com, and I agree. Web Performance Basics. Hat tip to Sam Dutton. 2013. Little did Sam know he was gonna save the day. Day 319 of the year of streaming and learning to code. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's go ahead and do, what's a basic, I don't know, I know we should do like a dissolve or a transition. It's there and part of the extra credit, but I don't mind just the staticiness of it. The point isn't whether we mind it or not. We can look, we can peek. If we don't find something quick, we can just leave it as is. We survived. I'm going to count this as a win. Save, save, save. I don't think anything changed on the CSS front. Well, we can get rid of user. Or do we want to keep user and add the transition there? CSS transition dissolve. I don't remember everything that's needed for this. Simple fade away. And fade in. W3C animations. No, not particularly the best tool, but fairly straightforward usually. Fade, transition, mods transition, ease in, ease out, WebKit transition, fade on hover. Let's start with the text element, class fade. This is my text element that will fade when you hover over it. We don't really need to have it fade when we hover over it, just when it's executed. Hover over the image below. Guess we could do fade click. Wait a second. We set up stuff in our other project. It was for the Magic 8 Ball. It was the Magic 8 Ball. Close, close. Fade in something, something, something. If blah. Width and text and target and blankety blankety blank. Yeah, fascinating. Fascinating. Top, bottom, left. Animation is fun. Oh, animation is fun. Ooh, zoom. What do we have to do for zoom? Animate zoom. Animates an element from 0 to 100% in size. Okay. Animate top, animate bottom, left, right. Zoom element. Well, can't just be that. Try it yourself. V3 animate zoom. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so is there a run? Ta-da! Neat. Okay, so view for initial scale 1. Link relative style sheet to be 3 schools. I don't know if I want to link to that particularly. We already have the transition set up for a click event in the Magic 8 Ball. V3 container center. Yeah, screw all that noise. Let's just check out our old project. Let's do that. Win in Rome, file, open. Dee da dee dee da doo da doo, li da 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 dee da dee. Lee da dee 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 da dee dee, documents, da da da. Magic 8 Ball, JavaScript. We will open that. We're gonna need both CSS and JavaScript file. Open. Documents. JavaScript. Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Did we really flip? What were we doing? We flipped the container. I thought there was a transition or a fade or something. I don't even remember. Crap, let's open up our HTML file as well. File, open. I think we're just gonna end on the high note. I don't know if we're gonna do a flippy transition. Not flip, but you know what I mean. Copy, copy, copy. This was the Magic 8 Ball. Now it flips on its own, which is cool. But we don't necessarily need it to flip. We want it to do something, but when we click on stuff... Meow. No. Are we going to be able to figure this out? Consider it done. Okay, well yeah, we want the click event to happen. So for submit, let's see, we had random user generator CSS, random user generator JavaScript, that's the Magic 8 Ball, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so they're split at least. Good, 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 and good. So we had flip container. That was a whole nightmare. We also had flip container here with the smattering of other things that was actually controlling what was happening, the transitions, and all that kind of stuff, and transforming the image and whatnot. So there's all that. And it was all triggered within the submit event listener document element submit.
We could do document element button, add event listener, click, and it will run the following function. When it ran the function, it updated all of that, but there was also... Wasn't there a style thing? Container event listener. Question blah blah blah. If value ends with blank. Confirm. Hover. Yeah. Event listener confirm. Got rid of it. Clean error. Style and all that noise. So it's an animation that's occurring, which just kind of happens out of the gate. See, like meow. Question mark. Submit. Ta-da! I don't know anything. You and me both, Magic 8 Ball. Okay. CSS. Fade. Fade in effect on page load. Tiny cat, look at you, tiny cat. Using CSS for fade in on page load. Div, this is a test with the following CSS opacity 0. Top, no, look, cat. You can move, but you have to go quickly. Gah! Claws. Okay. Thank you. You good? Wow, what are you doing? Hey, claws. Tiny animal claws. Why are you so in need of attention? How can this transition be triggered on load? Okay, if you're looking for self-invoking transition, you should use... They aren't supported as well. This is exactly the kind of thing they're made for. Well, if they've got built-in things for animation, then hell yeah, we'll just do that. Wait a second. I don't know what's happening. Ease in, slide in, slide in. Refresh. Keyframes. 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds linear slide in, 3 seconds slide in, 3 second ease in, 1 second, 2 reverse both pause. Oh. Okay. There's that. That loads all the way across. That one kind of jumps and then slows down. But I think we want linear. So when it calls it, keyframe slide in from X to X1. Initial value, shorthand, blah, blah, blah. I just don't know if I need or want it. Fade. Let's... We'll take the event listener just in case. Copy. 1, 2. Flip ball. Answer happens. Variable event listener. Flip container. Set to 0. Question and answer. Blank, 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 else. Then add hover. Window. Set timeout, reset ball. And reset ball, flip container, 0. Yeah, death, 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 death. I think, you know what? CSS, user, animation, a shorthand property for various animation properties and names, delay, play slate item, fill mode. Should apply style to its target before and after execution. Animation name, duration, timing, function, animation delay, cut, direction. They have a direction? Specifies whether an animation should play forwards or backwards or alternate. Play state. Just do animation and I don't know. No, 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 no. Death. Do I need a click event? If I set up a click event, it should be at the bottom. And it should be for all elements. Get element by IDs, which could be buttons still. And all of them would run. No, no, no. It's crazy talk. It's... I don't think we're gonna do it. Query. Fade in, fade out. With jQuery, you can fade an element in and out of visibility. Fade in, speed, fallback. Buttons. On click. Did I implement jQuery? Did I tie to the jQuery database? Axios and jQuery. Hot frickin' damn. We're going the jQuery route. Because we can. jQuery for the win. Bitches. Hell yeah. Okay, okay. Fade. Toggle. Good, good. Div 1, fade toggle. Div 2, fade throw. Okay. Selector, fade toggle. Click to fade in and out. Fade in, 1, 2, 3. Fade out. Slow, slow. I just think the generic rip document ready. Yeah, buttons, buttons. Good, good, good. Do we have a document ready component to any of our request calls? If not, the other thing is, what if I yeah, no, and we'll have it as the fade function. Fade function. Is it weird to have it at the bottom for everything? Not just in a specific. I want it to be for the whole damn window or for the user data. I'm really not too sure what I want. And we don't want it. We want the click event for the buttons to occur, but we want the fade event for the divs. Yeah, it's not the button that's fading, it's the user div. I don't know if we need the document already function. I mean, I don't think it'll hurt. Here we can do function fade. Document.ready. I don't think that'll cause a problem. I mean, if anything, it should help. My concern is I don't know if it's going to cause issues elsewhere. We don't need those two. And the div we'd like to focus on, we don't need the whole window to fade in and out. I'd actually just like the user info to fade in and out. Which I believe is holding just that. Maybe we could do the whole main window. You know what? Yeah. I don't know. We'll try it with user, then we'll try it with main. If this blows up in our face, then we can just delete it and we'll pretend everything was spectacular. Why is there a hash div? What is that? Who invited that guy? Oh, it really is. Is that? No, it's not. What the do? Oh, because it's an ID. It's an ID. That's what's going on. That's frustrating. So, I'm looking for... The hash bothers me. Does the hash really need to live there? Wait a second, and with JavaScript, I don't actually need this click event down here. This is redundant too, because we've got the buttons click event, which that should probably have a hash if it's an ID. And I bet you this should be .user if that's what I'm trying to do for JavaScript, if the hashes are important for IDs. Yeah, definitely. So it's hash buttons or dot buttons. We can use both. We'll use that, but that means we can get rid of this click event here. Okay. I think maybe, just maybe, we might be okay. Let's give this another shot. Save. We are in the depths of hell. Confusion. Refresh. Yep, we pissed someone off. We're missing a thing on line 129. Tread lightly, Steven. Tread lightly. Function. Where the deuce? What could possibly be missing? On line 129. Really? It's supposed to have... document ready function. Oh. Well, wait a second. Hold on. This... Okay. I see what's going on. Let's cut that. That goes with that. This got pasted into here. Document is its own beast. Ready function. It should be on the hunt for this guy. But for some reason, it's off. Well, why the hell is it off like that? I know what it is. That all needs to be tabbed over once. And we need to complete everything here. Which I think is, dear God, is it another... Is it just a curly brace? Yeah, let's try... That connects to function, opening function. That connects to the closing curly braces, and everything else is happy. Okay, we're good. Save. Crisis averted. Yet again. Refresh. Sack of... Why? We need another one? You soulless... unexpected token. Is it because it's supposed to be there, or because it isn't supposed to be there? All of this sucks. You know what? It's JavaScript. Day 319 ends on a fizzle. It was a valiant effort. No transition fun. Just screw it. The fact that we figured out the time thing on our own is fascinating. Everything updates. It's beautiful. It functions. It's barely alive. It's there. It's doing its thing. Good enough by my standards. We tried. Google API, jQuery. Okay. All right. Hold on. Hold on. This script. Copy, 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 copy. Jam it in here. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Deep, dip, da. There's that. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Okay. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Save, save, save. Ajax, Google. I don't even know. We're flailing. We're flailing. We're trying to do anything the quickest version without having to fully read and narrate everything. We've got crunch time coming up. Doomed. Did we save? We didn't save. Save here. Save there. Fresh. Now, just sadness. Just sadness. Expected a blank on page on line 63. Your mother expected a blank. Oh. 2. Oh dear God, did I put it in a bad area? I am so lost right now. I did something wrong. I put it in a bad spot. Not save. Undo. How could I have put it in a bad spot? There's this script on one line, and there's this script on one line. We brought an extra script with us. It's this one. That was the problem, child. That was the problem, child. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh, it's like amateur hour at the Chuckle Bucket. Holy hell. When is this pain and confusion gonna stop? Dear God. Oh, you motherless son of a sack of... It's okay. It's okay. Look, we're gonna get rid of it. We can fix it. 1, 2, 3. Gone. Save, save, save. We're gonna get rid of user. Save that, and we'll clear out this. We will worry about, because another thing, we're gonna revisit, once we've gotten through all of the projects, which we're trying our best now. I don't think it will be immediately after, but we're gonna revisit all of the projects and do like a version 2 of all of these. You know, maybe 6 months, 3 months, 6, 9 months, a year from now, we're going to come back and we will resurrect all of the projects in some form or fashion. And we're going to give it our next best shot. So it's okay if it's not perfect for now. Save, save, save. Refresh. I don't know how to help them. Yeah, missing. Super weird. Yep, nope, can't help you. It's either missing or it's unexpected, so... It's good. This little missing component, the transition bit, which we got 2 out of the 3. 2 out of the 3 for extra credit. We figured out the seconds thing, which I think is more important, and we figured out the flag bit. We came close-ish, as close as we could, with ours. And that's okay for now. It's good. Great, even. I mean, great for me. Decent by other standards. Save, save, save. And save, save, save. All right. There's this. Refresh. It works. We can do an Ajax API call. Or an API call via Ajax for XHR, Fetch, Axios, and jQuery. Times are updated. It's not the worst thing to look at in the world, but, you know, it's there. And, let's bold this. Let's bold the fact that it's the only thing that's not, like, styled on the page. And it kind of bothers me. Where's gender and that? Isn't there a gender field? An age? Gender and age. Age is that. Dot. Gender. Font weight. Bold. Save. And font weight. Bold. Refresh. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. All right. Good enough by our standard. Good enough. Save, save, save. Everything's great. Everything's golden. Refresh. Ta-da. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's close out of this noise. Commit and push. Day 319 comes to an end. GitHub. Awesome. Let's crack open the desktop version into OBS. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. We're in circles. Going in circles. Summary, what did we do? Well, the main component of day 319, although we failed on the transition front, we added the page load time. Added page load time. Cool. That. Commit to master. Ta-da. And push. Resolving deltas. D. Closing out of that stuff. Going into OBS. Do. Get rid of that. That's loading. Random user generator. Updated 21 seconds ago. Hot damn. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Victory is ours. Let's back out of all that noise into OBS. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream, even those who may have accidentally stumbled in here. Any and all views are greatly, greatly appreciated. Day 319 comes to an end. However, the adventure continues tomorrow with day 320 of the year of streaming and learning to code. In the meantime, are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it!